Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's car is a Mazda CX-30. We have here a two-owner car, a car recently acquired by us as a part exchange against another new Mazda CX-30. A very popular car. This is a machine grey metallic vehicle. It's the G engine, which is the 122 horsepower 2-litre petrol. It's a 6-speed manual running through front-wheel drive and has around 22,000 miles currently. So this is the Sport Lux derivative, and there are some key features which identify the car as such. But let's just walk around, give you an overview of the vehicle. It's in really nice condition. It's a full Mazda service history, and of course will be serviced and MOT'd before we release the car to the next customer. So coming round at the front, we have LED headlamps. We have an auto high beam function. We have our lower mouldings have their indicators both on the bumper and actually power into the door mirrors as well, so they will flash when you touch the car. Allow that. Privacy glass is a standard feature for this particular grade, as are the rather nice 18-inch alloy wheels. At the back of the car we have reverse parking sensors and a reversing camera, which is just up there underneath the back of the tailgate. Touching the tailgate itself will show you it's a powered tailgate. The button both on the actual boot lid itself and within the key fob, plus there's an internal button just around by your right knee, so you can power the tailgate whilst you're inside the car. This has got the Easy Flex load system, and it can basically be designed to give you a couple of different sort of load dividers effectively. It actually is more storage below, so if you lift up you've got a hidden storage area there, and this is covering up over another hidden storage area with things like the tyre compressor with foam, no spare wheel. The seats fold down on a 60-40 split, and of course when you're ready to shut the boot, hit the button. Again, rear LED lights, twin exit exhaust, a nice signature of the Sport Lux model. And then coming round, the car has keyless entry, so there is a little indent here. If you push it with your thumb, the car will lock, the mirrors will power in, and quite simply put your hand in, that will unlock the car, and again the mirrors will power out. Okay, so into the front area, part of the Sport Lux trim is this rather nice blue contrast with a white stitch running through the door card, complemented by the glossy black trim around the controls for the windows and mirrors. Into the back of the car we have room for 5. There is Isofix attachments for child seats to be safely mounted into the vehicle. Let's say 3 3-point belts, or if you're going to go for 4 in comfort, there's a pull-out armrest with storage for drinks. Individual rear air vents, and the car itself has dual zone climate control, which we'll come to shortly. Again, the same blue contrast running through the door card for the rear doors. So back inside, cloth seats, sports trim seats. So quite nice, it's sort of figure hugging around the side bolsters, and will keep you in place firmly by being a very grippy cloth material. Coming down, I mentioned the power tailgate button earlier. We have another series of switches here, and these will do basically the iStop system, which is where the car is designed to stop and go. Once the car is up to warm temperature, there's more than a thimble full of fuel in the car will quite happily stop and go unless you decide to turn it off. You'll also note this traction control system. Again, it's an off switch, so it's designed to always be working, stop the front wheels spinning, and actually brake wheels around the vehicle to keep the car stable. Rear parking sensor off switch, useful if you fit a tow bar. Coming across will power the car up, so with this it's a clutch down operation. That will power the green stop start button. Give it a push, that will power the car up, and you'll see that the dash comes to life. The middle dial of the 3 is a digital display which shows you the speed currently. We have a multi-function steering wheel here, so on this side you'll find things like media controls, Bluetooth telephone prep, and an info button, and by pushing this it will affect this. So it will show you things like key information around fuel consumption. The car has a lane departure system, and it will use that same system to do self-steering with the adaptive cruise control system, which we have down here on the right hand spoke. Okay.
Say a command.
How about cancel? So, sorry about that. Automatic wipers and automatic lights. And of course, there's sensors just around the top of the windscreen here, which will sense rain and darkness and put your lights on and your wipers on. Okay, coming across, we have dual zone climate control and also individual front driver and passenger heated seats with 3 different stages. So easy to use, ready for the winter months. Coming down, more storage. Quite rare these days, a CD player with a USB input, and that complements the armrest, which is also in a nice blue with a white stitch contrast. Into the box here, and we have more USB input and a 12-volt power supply. Coming down, you have a 6-speed manual gearbox. By pushing down, across and up, it will then activate the rear parking sensors and the rear camera. You'd need to be within a metre or less to get the sensors to beep at you, but of course if you're further away you will up on the camera, and indeed your door mirrors here and here. As I mentioned, the door mirrors, I'll drop the window. We have a blind spot system, so it's flashing here and that will tell you when there's vehicles coming up behind you. It's also got something called cross traffic alert for front and rear of the car, and that will then tell you if you're going slowly forwards if anything's coming to the left and right hand side of you. And if you're reversing backwards slowly, it will again tell you if there's something coming to the left or right hand side of you. So back out of gear, that will establish back to the main Mazda multimedia function, which in this instance is showing a digital radio display. So coming down here, you control everything via this section here. You have some quick access points, so this is for sat nav, which is Mazda's sat nav. Okay. If you plug in with your Apple or Android phone, then you'll be able to wirelessly connect and have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which would appear up here. And then you can use your own mapping, Google Maps or Waze. Coming down, we have media function there. So back into radio, head in again, and you'll bring up a sub menu where you can go in and drill into the source list, giving you access to FM, AM, Bluetooth once paired, a CD player. Anything that's not currently plugged in or has an input plugged into it will be greyed out, so until a CD is popped in it will show grey, and until you plug into the USB it won't show the Apple or Android. Coming down, we have again sport seats, carpeted floor area, more blue contrast, and again a big blue swathe running through the whole of the dash here with a lovely white contrast stitch. It's a nice premium feeling vehicle. We have a self-dimming rear view mirror, which is a frameless design. They're Swedish glasses. Somewhere for Swedish glasses to live in the sunglasses holder above. Non-sunroof car, this one, but a nice clean unmarked headlining, and the same really for the rear passenger area. So a nice all-round condition, as you expect for a car with around 22,000 miles. So the last thing of note, if we look forward, I will zoom in at this point, you'll see that there is a speed and a recommended speed for the road. So 0 and 30, which is the road speed when you leave our forecourt, and that's your head-up display system there. So keeps your eyes on the road, stops your distractions. So, in summary, if I leave the vehicle here, we have a machine grey, Sport Lux, SKYACTIV-G, 122 horsepower engine with 2 owners, a full service history, and in rather nice condition. So this is one of many cars joining us today from the new registrations for September. So it's ready to be snapped up. So we look forward to hear from you. Now you can buy this car using our dealer finance services, and we also take part exchanges. So we look forward to hearing from you soon.